JP Morgan is back in the cryptocurrency news, and this time around they are claiming that JP Morgan Chase is going to be helping a lot of different cryptocurrency exchanges such as Coinbase and Gemini sort of do their thing. So a lot of you should be wondering, or must be wondering, what the price of Bitcoin is going to be and how this is going to affect the whole entire cryptocurrency market. Because if you guys happen to be part of this cryptocurrency game for like a very significant amount of time, you should realize by now that Diamond, or rather JP Morgan, has been having very mixed feelings with regards to cryptocurrencies, because a while back in 2017 there was some outrage from their part, and JP Morgan was really against cryptocurrencies. And at one particular time, right, JP Morgan CEO Diamond said he would fire any trader who would be found trading Bitcoin. But 2 years, or rather 3 years down the line, right, since September 2017, these guys are seeming to be falling in love with cryptocurrencies. So what does this really mean for Bitcoin? Is the price of Bitcoin going to go to about 50,000 US dollars? What do you guys really think? Because I think the opposite right now, because we are obviously going to be regulated, because they really want to tame the market. So if I were to give you my honest opinion, right, obviously Bitcoin has got one more last huge massive pump. Like once we have this massive pump, because right now a lot of institutional people, a lot of institutional money is sliding into the cryptocurrency like very slowly. They think they are slick, but we are seeing exactly what they are doing. So what they're going to do is they are going to just keep on accumulating, just buying and acquiring a lot of cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, plus a few other alternative cryptocurrencies. Then when they are really satisfied with their collection, they are obviously going to pump Bitcoin to like another level. Like it's really going to go up extremely high. It might even reach up to, I don't know, like 100,000, 150,000, because they really want to make money off of the ignorant people. And when the masses come, they are going to dump the hell out of these cryptocurrencies, and it's obviously going to go to a very extreme low price that a lot of people are going to just literally give up on cryptocurrencies, and they are just going to keep on accumulating, and then they are going to tame the market. And basically we're not really going to be having very ferocious volatility in the cryptocurrency. So this is going to happen obviously in the next 1 to 5 years. So this is one of the reasons why I really want you guys to be very careful. And the other thing that I really wanted to talk about is, okay, I'm not really even going to read this information, this news, because you guys have already seen it. So basically JP Morgan is going to be banking with Coinbase and Gemini. So these are the two cryptocurrency exchanges which JP Morgan Chase is going to be sort of helping and working hand in hand together with. So obviously Coinbase and Gemini have got like a very good US because they've got like a very good market in the US, plus Europe and stuff. So this is like a very good way for JP Morgan to like enter the market, because they are dealing with these cryptocurrency exchanges which are very influential, especially with top tier markets such as the US and Europe and the UK and stuff. So I'm not really going to jump in. So this is basically going to make it very easy for different businesses to sort of seek banking services, and it's really going to make it very easy. So if you guys really want to like check out this information, the link is going to be in the description box below, so that you can just dive deep and just do your own due diligence. So the other thing that I really wanted to warn you about is, the past few days I have been talking about how Bitcoin is just going to end up dropping and just basically losing, or rather having like a mini correction. So we are still forming the bearish flag, and what I'm expecting is for the price of Bitcoin to go way below 8,000 US dollars, and then we are just going to be stable. Then we're going to continue propelling to the upside. So I just wanted to encourage you and rather remind you that we still are going to end up going down. And if you see what's been happening, right, they are obviously manipulating the prices right now because they are still distributing, because according to the Wyckoff distribution, right, we are still getting a whole lot of institutional monies, a lot of institutional money offloading cryptocurrencies, or rather Bitcoin right now. So we are still in the process of distribution. And if you guys didn't really get to like trade this area right over here, right, we have another opportunity. This is another opportunity for a lot of people who didn't take advantage of short selling right over here. So we have another golden opportunity. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is obviously we are still trading within this threshold right over here. Like this is a whole this is a very clear trading range. So if you can take a look at this, right, we've been bouncing up and down. So you shouldn't really get excited. You shouldn't really get excited because we are at the top of the trading range right over here, because we might as well just dump like that, and then we might just end up again just bouncing back and forth just like that. Then eventually we are going to end up dropping. So if we take a look at the Fibonacci retracement, right, we are obviously looking at the top and going to the bottom, right? So obviously expecting prices such as 9,320 is pretty normal. So if we end up pumping to the upside, right, if we end up going up, I really expect us to have like a whole lot of resistance right over here on the 68.8 Fibonacci level, which is about 9,320. So if you guys are getting excited right now because you saw JP Morgan encouraging people to like invest in cryptocurrencies and just basically you guys to speculate, I really encourage you to like think twice about it, because we still have a long way to go. And moreover, I am long-term bullish on Bitcoin. Do not get me wrong, I still think Bitcoin is going to do tremendously this year, but we still have to have like a mini correction, because that's just how markets go. We need fresh investors, we need new money. Okay, so we recently had like a very amazing run and we had a buying climax. So the most important thing that we need to undergo right now is a mini correction. So prices which are going to be less than 8,000, those are the prices that I'm going to be looking at in order for me to start dollar cost averaging. So I'm going to start dollar cost averaging right below 8,000. It might be 7,000, it might be 6,000, it might be 4,000, just depending on the situation. I'm going to obviously keep you updated. So this is one of the reasons why you have to hit the like button right now. Please help my YouTube channel and my YouTube videos get a little bit of recognition. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be giving you live streams, and I usually stick to my predictions. I usually stick to my trading analysis, because I just really hate those people that really just today they are bullish, tomorrow they are bearish. I just hate those cryptocurrency traders, because that really shows inconsistencies, because we already have all the signs right over here. Like everything has been clear since this particular era right over here. And a few days ago, I did warn you that the price of Bitcoin was going to drop, and we were trading like right around this area, and we did drop. Right now we are bouncing back and forth, and I'm still going to continue to my mini bearish narrative, because I already know what's going to happen like in the next coming few days or weeks. So do not even think about buying Bitcoin before the end of May, because you might just end up leaving some money off of the table. If you guys are pretty long term, if you are going to be getting, or rather cashing out like after 10 years, then it doesn't really matter. But if you happen to be like me and you really want to like take advantage of your money, why not buy at some cheaper prices? Okay, worst case scenario, let's say let's say all of a sudden we just end up pumping, yeah, we still have like a lot of resistance. We still need to break this area right over here. We still need to like break this 10,500 threshold. We still need to break 12,500. So we've got like a long way to go. So there's absolutely no reason to be getting overexcited just because JP Morgan is saying we are going to be helping Gemini and Coinbase, because we've got like a lot of room. We've got like a lot of things to go. We've got a lot of places to go in terms of breaking the resistance. So please just be patient, and I am still sticking to my narrative. So thank you very much for everybody watching the live stream right now. So Vincizo says, I agree, wouldn't be surprised if we would touch even the 7.5 area. Vincizo, you are absolutely right. it's just a matter of patience. Just be patient, guys. There's no reason to be chasing like these little moves, okay? We just recently dropped from the bottom to here, and that's just like, that's just, it's literally nothing. So just be patient. You're going to find very good prices. And the other thing is, these guys are very, very well organized because, as soon as we got to the bottom, right? As soon as we got to the bottom of the trading range, right? Like we initially dumped the other day. We did talk about this pump, and then we did dump right over here, right? These guys are pretty much playing with a lot of retail traders because when we get to the bottom, there's always some good news. It pumps, they get to sell because they are sort of offloading cryptocurrencies to the market. They are offloading because we are in a distribution phase. So whenever they see that the price is down and they still need to like help their buddies sort of offload Bitcoins to the market, right? They need to like sort of have some incentive to encourage traders to sort of, get hyped and just basically get to fill their orders. So this is one of the reasons why it is sort of corresponding to what's really happening to the, to the current price, because right now, as you can see, we are experiencing like a buying climax right over here. So let's switch over to the smaller time frame. I mean, if we take a look at this, I mean, guys, this is like a no-brainer right over here. It's like literally sort of having quite a lot of resistance. And in case we end up pumping, in case we end up just breaking this resistance, because obviously some more people have to get lured in and some more people have to sort of get cheated. In case we end up pumping, right, I'm obviously looking forward to like this amount of resistance right over here around the 9,350. In case we break that, we still have a lot of resistance right over here. So it's not really going to go anywhere, like literally. So it's all about just being patient. The more patient you are, the better everything is going to be. So I'm not even bothered because I had like a lot of good amount of sell orders right over here. I was short like right around this area. So all this noise, it's not really bothering me, and my stop loss is like pretty far. So I am feeling very confident about my trades, and I am sticking to my gun. I'm not going to have like a bullish narrative unless otherwise, because everything is just predetermined according to the indicators that we are having right now. So taking a look at the Wyckoff, right, obviously getting to look at the volume right now, it is corresponding to our Wyckoff theory. So let's take a look at the daily. So what's been happening on the daily? So the volume is also declining, and eventually we should be able to like see some significant amount of sell volume like in the next coming 3 days. So I already think by the end of Friday or Sunday next week should be very interesting, because this is when everybody's going to see it very clearly that the price of Bitcoin is going to be experiencing like a downturn. So probably next week is going to be most exciting, but I really think that we're going to see some major moves by Sunday. By 17th May, we're just definitely going to be able to like clearly see what's happening, and you guys are going to be able to like say, okay, this is what that guy was saying, and I really see what he meant. So just be patient. I am super patient, and I am so excited right now. So anyhow, in case you guys have got any other questions for me, please drop them in the comment section below. As you can see, we are having a lot of trouble right over here. So I'm not really going to waste a whole lot of time, because I really believe that you are super important. And tomorrow I'm definitely going to be coming with another live stream, and we're just going to be interacting and seeing what's happening in real time, because I really believe in showing you exactly what's happening when it's happening, so that you've got enough sort of time to react and just basically make your decision. So moral of the story is we are still going to have a downtrend. That's the moral of the story. And disregard all this information. This is just information for the masses so that they can get hyped and hold some losing positions. So obviously this is some good news for the long term growth of Bitcoin, but I really think that these are the initial stages of sort of getting to tame the market. So this is one of the reasons why I'm just really believing that Bitcoin has got like one more major bull run to undergo. When this bull run is going to be done, it's really going to be very less volatile, and it's not really going to be that appealing. So please take advantage of the upcoming massive bull run. So yeah, That's it from me. I go by the name of Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop everything in the comment section below. Do you think the price of Bitcoin is just going to continue going up? Are we going to end up having a mini correction? And what's the lowest point of correction Bitcoin is most likely bound to have, like like a reversal? So please let me know what your downtrend targets are in the comment section below. And if you guys happen to be very good at this, you might have like a very good interval and everything is going to be good. So take care, be good, stay safe, and stay profitable.